Have you ever wondered how to get a European work permit from Nepal? Well, you're in the right place. This video is your comprehensive guide to navigating the journey of obtaining a European work permit from the scenic Himalayan country of Nepal. We'll delve into the ins and outs of this process, breaking it down into manageable steps. We'll start by exploring the concept of work permits, understanding what they are and why they're important. Then we'll look into the eligibility criteria, what requirements you need to meet to be considered for a permit. We'll then guide you through the application process, detailing each stage meticulously. After that, we'll discuss what happens once you've received your permit. This is your one-stop shop for everything you need to know about getting a European work permit from Nepal, updated for the year 2024. So, stay tuned to find out the steps you need to take to secure your European work permit from Nepal. First, let's understand what a work permit is. A work permit, also commonly referred to as a work visa, is an official document that authorizes a foreigner to work legally in a country. It's a key to opening doors of opportunities in places far from home, like the diverse and vibrant countries of Europe. Why is it necessary, you might ask? Well, the purpose of a work permit is twofold. First, it ensures that the rights of foreign workers are protected and that they receive the same benefits and protections as local employees. Second, it allows countries to regulate the influx of foreign workers, helping to maintain a balanced labor market. In Europe, each country has its own specific regulations and requirements for work permits, reflecting their unique labor market conditions and immigration policies. So, if you're eyeing a job in Europe, securing a work permit is your first step. Now that we've understood what a work permit is, let's move on to the process of obtaining one. Before we proceed, it's important to know if you are eligible for a European work permit. First and foremost, the applicant must be of legal working age in the respective European country. This usually means being at least 18 years of age, but it can vary. Next, education plays a crucial role. Having a higher education degree or vocational training in a relevant field can increase your chances of securing a permit. Then, we have work experience. Candidates with substantial work experience in their field, especially in sectors where there is a shortage of skilled workers in Europe, are often preferred. Finally, language proficiency is a major factor. While English is commonly used, proficiency in the language of the country you wish to work in can give you an edge. Remember, these are general guidelines and the specific criteria can vary from one European country to another. Make sure you meet the eligibility criteria before embarking on this journey. Now that we know the basics, let's dive into the application process. First and foremost, you'll need to gather all the necessary documentation. This typically includes a valid passport, proof of financial stability, medical insurance, and a job offer from a European company. It's worth noting that some countries may have additional requirements, so it's crucial to check the specific requirements for the country you're applying to. Next, you'll need to fill out the application form. This is usually available online, and it's important to complete it accurately and honestly. Any discrepancies could lead to delays or even denial of your application. Once you've filled out the application form, you'll need to submit it along with your documents. This can usually be done online or at the embassy or consulate of the country you're applying to. Make sure to keep copies of everything you submit for your records. Now, let's talk about fees. The cost of applying for a work permit varies from country to country, but it typically ranges from 50 to 200 euros. Keep in mind that this is a non-refundable fee, meaning you won't get it back even if your application is denied. After you've submitted your application and paid the fee, the waiting game begins. The processing time varies greatly depending on the country and the time of year. It can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months, so it's crucial to apply well in advance of when you plan to start your job. During this time, you may be called for an interview or asked to provide additional documents. It's important to respond promptly to any requests to avoid delays. Finally, once your application is approved, you'll receive your work permit. This is usually sent by mail, but some countries may require you to pick it up in person. It's important to note that getting a work permit is only the first step. Once you're in Europe, there will be other procedures to follow, like registering your residence and setting up a bank account. Remember, patience is key during the application process. Patience thoroughness, and a positive attitude will go a long way in helping you navigate this journey. And remember, the reward at the end, the chance to work and live in Europe, is well worth the effort. Congratulations! You've received your work permit, but what next? You've conquered the mountain of paperwork and navigated the labyrinth of bureaucracy, but your journey is far from over. Now, it's time to prepare for your new life in Europe. First, let's talk about travel. You'll need to book your flights, and it's always a good idea to do this well in advance. Check for any travel advisories or restrictions that may affect your journey. Next up is accommodation. Research the area you'll be living in. What's the cost of living like? What are the best neighborhoods? Consider your commute, proximity to amenities, and safety. You may want to arrange temporary accommodation initially, giving you time to find the perfect place once you're on the ground. Finally, adapting to your new environment is crucial. Learn about the local customs and etiquette. Brush up on the language if necessary. Remember, you're not just working in Europe, you're living there. Getting the permit is just the first step. Adapting to your new home is the journey. Let's quickly recap the steps to getting your European work permit from Nepal. First, we dove into understanding work permits, discussing the different types that might be available to you and why they're essential for working legally in Europe. Next, we explored the eligibility criteria, emphasizing the importance of meeting all requirements to ensure a smooth application process. After that, we delved into the application process itself, highlighting the necessity of accurate documentation and adherence to deadlines. We walked through the process from start to finish, ensuring you have a clear roadmap to follow. Then, we talked about what to expect after receiving your permit, giving you a glimpse of the next steps, like finding accommodation and settling into your new environment. And there you have it, a step-by-step guide to getting your European work permit from Nepal. Good luck on your journey.